everybody, this is Robert. Hope you're having a great day. Today we are going to show you how to build a world, how to basically do a basic terrain setup, but we want to make sure that we're helping you to get set up and starting to build your own spaces and worlds inside of Elinxus. So with that being said, let's go and get started. So first and foremost, make sure you start a new project and you have the 2021.3.16 F1 version selected, because that's how we have, or that's the version that we've built the Elinxus platform on. First and foremost, make sure you start a new project, make sure you label the folder and label your world. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to show you step by step on the things that you need to be aware about when you set up your application, because when you start a new project, there's some other folders that we need to add to it, so that way you're able to run your VR headset inside the space, you're able to click on objects inside the space. There's some plugins that are missing when you first start a new project inside Unity, so we're going to make sure you get set up with the right plugins. So how you do that, we're going to go up to the window up here, and we're going to go to your program manager, and then we're going to go to unit. It's probably going to be selected on My Assets or In Project. What you want to do is go to Unity Registry, okay? And this is where you're going to connect the plugins that you need, okay? So up here, what we're going to do is we're going to look for OpenXR, and we're going to download this plugin. So just come down here. I already got it installed on this application, but it'll say, I believe it'll say import or download right there, okay? Once you do that, then the next plugin that we're going to do is XR Interaction Toolkit. Go ahead and download that one. And then once you got that download, make sure you come up here, save and save project. I gotta stress this to everybody. Make sure whatever you do inside the project, save as much as you can. Always save first and then save the project, okay? Those are the steps that you always want to do anytime you do any changes to your client, and anytime you do any upgrades into Elinxus, which we'll go over that in a second. You want to make sure you save and save project every time. Okay, so I just want to stress that the most there. Okay, so once you've downloaded your OpenXR and your XR Interactive, you want to go to GitHub. Okay, GitHub here. Let me just open up a new application here. And we're going to get this tool. So this is the actual, makes it easy for you to upload all your Unity world builds into Elinxus. Okay, so all you gotta do is click on this, go ahead and download the raw file. Once you get that raw file, we're going to go into assets, and what we're going to do is we're going to import a package, custom package, and then it'll open up the Elinxus GitHub, and all you have to do, just like this, see, like that, and then click on the Elinxus package, and then you'll be good to go. Okay, once that has been installed, go back up, hit save, and then save project. Okay, so now you have the plugins that are needed to start your building. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is, you know, you could start from scratch, but I gotta say this: there's a lot of free templates inside Unity that you can already just download into your Unity build here that you can start with, right? So this specific world is called Stylized Water 2. Totally up to you if you want to use this, but this is the one that I use to do the demo here, and I found it really easy to work with. Okay, so the next thing you want to do to actually upload an asset from the Unity store, you could actually go to Unity directly, just like this. Let me just open up the store. So, and you can come up here and search. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to look for 3D applications. So we'll start there, and you could just put in terrain, okay, or environment or landscape, and a bunch of stuff will pop up. So what we are looking for is 3D assets. Now you could go look what's, you know, on sale or what's discounted that way. But what we can do is, let me add another thing. Let me go URP. That is the, if you get a URP formatted, it'll be a lot easier to render, and all the stuff will be there. Now, I'm not asking you to go out and spend a bunch of money inside Unity, but that's totally entirely up to you what you want to do. But there's some great assets in here that you can start with. So let's go ahead and I already got an asset pick. I just want to show you how to get it into your space, right? So once you selected the object, okay, let's just say we're going to let's say we're going to pick this one right here, okay? Of course, there's a fee, but if it's free, I would go with that one first. Go ahead and purchase it, and then it will actually, you're going to need to be logged in, sign into your account, and then purchase the item, and then it will be in your inventory, okay? Once it's in your inventory, let me just go ahead and minimize this. I'll show you where to find it. So we're going to come back up here to Windows. We're going to go to Package Manager, and we're going to go to here where it says Unity Registry. Now we're going to go to My Assets. Okay, select on My Assets, and it will show up right here. Okay, so as you can see, the Stylized Water 2 is already there. So all you gotta do is select it, download it, and then import it into your scene. Okay. Now when it comes in, it's going to come in as a, I've already kind of like cleaned everything up here, so you're not going to see everything what I saw in the very beginning when I upload the asset, but that's okay. The main thing is that you get the demo, the actual demo world, right? So this is the actual world. If it doesn't look like a square, three-dimensional square, that is not the demo space that you're going to upload, okay? But this is what it looks like right here. Now, you don't necessarily have to use the full demo all put together, right? You could actually go into assets, go into folders, and just pull things out what you need. That's totally entirely up to you. I found it's a lot easier just to drag and drop a whole demo template in and then take from it, okay? So the next step, so once you get that far, once you've actually downloaded and uploaded your demo world just like this, there's some other things that we need to do, because what we've done with Elinxus is we took a lot of heavy lifting out of the design, right? So we put in a whole environment, a weather system for you. So with that being said, let's go in and show you what you need to do to make sure you're prepared to bring in your new build into Elinxus, because you need to take out all the lighting, you need to take out the cameras, you need to take out the directional light. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So let's go look up right here. So you can go up here and just type, look for it. There you go. So I need to take out this directional light right here. Okay. So let me just go ahead and delete that. And it looks like I got another one there. Let me delete that off. And then I may hit save. Okay. The next thing I'm looking for is the, let's go into the windows and let's go into the rendering. Let's go into lighting right here. And let's go in the environment. This is where you do the skybox. Okay. My bad, I thought it was on the left-hand side. So we're going to go right here. We're just going to open it up. Go all the way up and just select none. There we go. Okay. Looks good now. You can just exit out. Let's go back up here. Let's go ahead and hit save. Let's go ahead and save project as well. Okay. So now I can tell that this scene right now is ready to be uploaded, but I'm going to show you how to do some edits on the scene here. Mold the environment a little bit. So let's get a little bit closer here. And I should have all my keyboard and everything on, but for this demonstration purpose, I'll just talk through it, right? So if you want to edit this scene right here, you see how it's, I left clicked on the train right here. And now when I come over here, I can actually now edit the train. Okay, so if I go with the brush right here, see how it does the blue circle right there? I can actually raise it up, and if I hold the shift in, I can bring it down. If I want to adjust the brush size, so let's get a little closer so you can see this. I can make a hole right there, I can make it come out right here, I can shape, and I'm just holding down on the shift right now, and I'm just using this brush to mold the way I want. Now if I want to come up, I just let off the shift and then just bring it up like that. So how easy is that? How cool is that? And again, you can adjust the wideness of the brush. That's too wide. And then you can adjust the opacity, so how drastic you want it to make the action, right? If you want to go back, just hit Control Z. Just Control Z all the way back, and it'll undo all the changes there. How cool is that? Now, if you want to, let's go to this brush right here. See how it gives you the grass right here? And this is the grass that they have right there. Now, I could adjust the brush size, and all I'm going to do is clicks. Oh, that's way too much. So let me bring down the target strength. That's still too much. Hang on. Be careful on how much of this stuff you use, because it could weigh heavy on the computer. So just be careful with that. Now, if you want to take it out, all you're going to do is shift on it, and then it'll remove it. Just like that. Just like that. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, so that is the train. Now, if you want to, let's go back here. Let's select a palm tree. We already have palm trees up here. If you want to duplicate a palm tree, all you have to do is hit Control D, and then make sure you go to the directional and just move it off of it, just like that. Just want to make sure. Yep, there we go. I think that's everything. Okay, a couple other things. We've already done a video on how to bring in the sit points and the media screen and stuff like that, and those are really good features, right? But definitely revert to the other video on how to put that in. We'll do specific videos just for that content, right? So that way you can say, okay, how do I do a sit point? It'll just be a video on sit points, right? Okay, so that is good. All right, I think we're good. Let's just take a look at everything. Now with the water, it'll probably come in just around this space right here. So all you gotta do is click on the water, and then scale it, right? And how you scale it, select the R button, and then you can scale it this way, and then you can scale it that way. Just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and hit save here. Save. Save project. One other thing I want to make sure you're aware of. When you're bringing in your spawn point, right? So let's go up to the spawn point. Spawn point. There we go. And then I'm just going to hit F. So here's where everybody spawns in, okay? Make sure you set your rotation to 0, 0, 0, so that way the camera on the Kinect camera doesn't change the position of it. Could twist you in the waist, and that's how you fix that bug, is just zero this out, make sure you hit save, and then save the project, and that will fix that. So everybody will spawn in right here on the there we go. All right, so there's our spawn point. That is good. We got our screen in here. We took out the skybox. We took out the camera. Another way that you can check to make sure you got everything out that's needed is right here. Most important, what's really going to bring the heaviness down is taking out other scenes that don't need to be there, right? So if you have other, because some of these packs come in bundled, so you have different environments in there, you want to take all that stuff out, because that, if you're not using it, why are you going to render it and put it into your scene for the computer to render? So All you need is the scene that you're using, okay? So that's how you do that. Just come right here, click on that, go to scenes, and then take out any other scenes that might be in here, okay? We can really get really detailed with this, but that is the basics of getting a world ready to get rendered, to get brought into Elinxus. So the next step is to actually bring it into Elinxus, right? So the first thing you're going to do is come up here, click on the Elinxus tab. It says Scene Uploader. You're just going to follow these steps 1 through 5, okay? So let me go ahead and click that one. And as you can see, it's rendering everything out. Let me go ahead and let me do number 2. Just go through the process so you can see everything. We're going to go into the third one, generate the asset bundles. So all the changes that I did in here are now being updated, they're being compiled, and they're being ready to be put into and uploaded into Elinxus now. Okay. And I'll show you how to I'll show you where your world will come in, and I'll show you how to set up an event as well, because this is now going to be in the custom scenes. Okay, there we go. Just about there. All right, the next one we need to do, step number 4. Right there. And that's done. There wasn't anything. And then the next thing is actually uploading it into Elinxus server. So go ahead and make sure you log in with your username and password. Make sure you name the scene. You can't put any spaces in there, so it's got to be one word. And then right here, as you can see, the cache file, we can only upload up to 500 megabytes. So this scene right here is 35.35 megabytes. So we're going to go ahead and submit. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. That's almost done. It's going to say, okay, there we go. It's successfully uploaded. Now we're going to go into Elinxus. So I'm opening up the actual client. Let me go ahead and log in. And in your world, it should show up right here. It's not going to have a thumbnail, but you can put a thumbnail on it once you make it in an actual event that people can go to. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the event, and I'll show you how to create that event. So as you notice, the scene is being downloaded. This is important because how we've designed the application is when someone wants to go to an event, they're only downloading that event. They're not downloading world, putting on their computer. It would take so much time to do that. So here you have it, folks. We are in world now. Let me just double check, make sure the Connect camera is working good. There we go. That's good. Let's go ahead and go over to our boxes here. We got our video playing there. You can go over here, select the teapot. Got a teapot here. If you want to drop the teapot, just hit the X button on your keyboard. And then I'm going to go ahead and sit down. Just like that. So we can do a movie night on the tropical island. How cool is that? And folks, there you have it. That is how you design and upload a Unity custom world build terrain inside Elinxus. So how cool is that? If you have any questions, by all means, reach out to us and we're happy to assist. Have a great day, everybody. Bye now.